So I've been losing my mind. I've been going crazy. I was at my wit's end. I was having panic attacks. I was close to suicide. I was close to killing myself. This election has me frazzled. The the next 4 years are going to be hell, and I was ready to die. I felt like there's nothing left in this world. This world isn't for me anymore. My I should have probably passed away in my early 30s. That should have been it. This world is not for me anymore. It stopped being a world for me after my father passed away. My father passed away and it just felt like I don't belong here anymore. It was around that time I was like I don't belong here anymore. This world has changed so drastically. I don't feel like I belong anymore. I shouldn't be here. Why am I still here? I don't belong. I don't belong in this world and I don't belong anywhere in this world. I am I can't be friends with anybody. It doesn't work. Being friends with somebody doesn't work. There's no group for me to be with because my views are so divisive for everybody. Because I hate everything. I, I find the negative in everything. It's like there's nobody to be friends with. There's nobody in this world to have a relationship with. There's no one to have a loving relationship with for me. There's nothing for me. This world is nothing for me. It has nothing for me. I should be fucking dead. I should be gone. I should be dead. I should be moved on to the next plane if there is one. I hope there is. The idea that we just stop existing sounds wrong. You can't remember anything from before this life. Just because you can't remember something doesn't mean something didn't happen. There's a lot of shit I don't remember from being younger. A lot of memories gone, a lot of moments gone. I don't remember. I remember tiny bits of things here and there. But just because there's shit I don't remember doesn't mean it didn't happen. The majority of my childhood I can't remember doesn't mean it didn't happen. So I feel like, yeah, eventually I'll move on to some other plane of existence. And I should have already. It's sad. The people that I think I would get along with more, I they don't want anything to do with me. And the ones that did want something to do with me, I couldn't get along with. So I was this close to suicide, and I made an appointment to go see a shrink I haven't seen in over a year. She stuck me on Prozac. She said, "Let's try Prozac," because I've been on almost everything you can think of. I didn't like how gabapentin made me feel. She had me on gabapentin at one point. That did not feel good. She had me on. I've been on Wellbutrin. I've been on Zoloft. I've been on Paxil. I've been on everything you could think of. She put me on Prozac. It's a 10 milligram. It's pretty low dose. 10 milligrams once a day. And that's what I'm taking right now. I I guess people could tell how crazy I was being. And I can't tell yet if it's actually doing its job. It's supposed to calm me down, settle my thoughts and everything, but I was hoping it would help me focus on things more. I was hoping that it would make me calmer and more. I was hoping that it would help me to get my inspiration back. I like to create things, I like to draw and everything. I was hoping that would come back. It hasn't. I don't feel any of that anymore. And part of that could just be my age. I feel like part of that could be my age. I'm getting older. Just realized I have blue eyes. Still ADHD. See, I'm still ADHD. I tried to tell her I was ADHD. I'm still ADHD because look at me. I'm in the middle of a video and I go, oh, my eyes. I have blue eyes. Bluish. Bluish. Hang on. No, that's not blue, is it? That does not look blue. Is it more like a green? I think that's more of a green. It's funny how our eyes move around. Our eyes do not. See, I'm still ADHD as hell. It's funny how my eyes, they don't move smoothly. They just kind of jerk to places. Just trying to tell what my eye color is, and I can't. Oh, wait. Wrong eye. What is that eye color, man? Anybody know what that eye color is? My eyes used to be blue. They're not blue anymore. That sucks. I used to have pretty blue eyes. Can you really change eye colors over the years? That's what it looks like. This video's not right. I told her I was ADHD. She wouldn't listen to me. She would not listen to me. He's like, you don't sound ADHD. I think you have depression. I don't know if you can have both depression and ADHD, but I've definitely got ADHD. I can't even focus in on that. I'm sitting here going on about my eyeballs and what color they are. I ain't right. So yeah, I'm on Prozac now. I feel calmer, I guess. But I've had moments of calm in the past. I don't know. They've tried me on every medication known to man, antidepressants and mood stabilizers. Mood stabilizers make me want to eat a lot. I eat and I eat and I eat and I eat and I eat. So mood stabilizers aren't a good idea for, for bipolar disorder. That's no. For me, the ultimate mood stabilizer was marijuana. I've had it once before. I've had marijuana. I had it in North Carolina. Somebody up there gave me some, and it helped me. I don't know what I'm doing. I know I don't feel like I should be here anymore. I still feel that way. I miss the 80s and the 90s. God, I miss those days. Those were great times. I mean, actually when I think back in the 90s at least, because I can't remember a lot of the 80s, but in the 90s, there was a lot of downs actually. I miss the time. I miss that decade. I miss the things that went on in that decade. I don't miss my own personal childhood. My childhood in the 90s was garbage. It was around the 90s when my mom left my dad. My mom left my dad in the 90s. I didn't feel good. I didn't feel good at all. I hated it. I hated being strung around by my mom. And I feel like I get a lot of my mental disorders from her. I love my mother. Don't get me wrong. I love her so much, but she was fickle when I was growing up. She's probably going to see this. I love you, Mom, but you were fickle when I was growing up. Yanking us around. It was her hormones. I know what it was. It was my mom's hormones. She was looking for a man to make her happy. She she said it was for her kids. She drug us around and said, "I'm doing this for my kids." But it wasn't for us. Nothing she did was actually for us. She would rationalize. She would rationalize what she was doing by convincing herself and everyone around her, "I'm doing it for my kids." If you were doing anything for your kids, we would still be here around my dad, for better or for worse. That's why when I got to the age where I could choose where to be, I chose to bring my ass back here to be with my dad. And I miss him. I miss, yeah, so see, I'm wanting to cry about things. I don't think this medication's working. I've only been on it for like 3 or 4 days. Yeah, I've only been on it 3 or 4 days. So there is that. But I always get depressed when I think about things like that. I do. I miss my dad every day. I'm so fucking lonely. You have no fucking idea. You have no idea how lonely I feel. I don't think anybody knows. But I'm too crazy. I think I'm too crazy to have any friends at all. It's not just my views on things. It's not just how divisive I am. I just, I don't know. I miss my youth. I miss not hurting all the time. I'm in pain constantly. As a kid, I wasn't in so much pain. As a kid, I was doing pretty good as a kid, actually. I was doing really good as a kid. I was pretty healthy. I was not overweight like this. In the 90s, I was scrawny. This weight I put on happened after moving out here to the sticks. When I moved out here to the middle of fucking nowhere, that's when I started putting on weight and turned into the bald fat ass you see today. When I lived in Houston in the 90s, I was pretty fucking healthy because we were close to everything. You could go to all kinds of things on foot. I could walk all around my old neighborhood. There were all these really close stores. They were not miles and miles away. It was a normal neighborhood, man. Having a convenience store right outside your neighborhood. And I mean right outside my neighborhood. There's no convenience store right outside my neighborhood right now. We don't have a convenience store here. There's nothing in walking distance. It's a long ways away. If I want to go to the store, I'm looking at a couple of miles. It's not close. I have to walk out of the neighborhood up to the main highway and then down the main highway. to get to a store. When I lived in Houston, there was just a couple of blocks away, there was a convenience store. There was a convenience store both sides of my neighborhood, one end of the neighborhood and another end of the neighborhood. Actually, I do remember another store that was in my neighborhood. I think it was well, it was either a Circle K or a 7-Eleven, and it was right up by 59. It's gone now. There's like a piece of a parking lot that was left because it was also a truck stop. When they started widening the freeway up in Houston and everything, they fucked up the whole area. That was the beginning of the end for them. Just expanding that freeway like they did, and then they talk about wanting to expand it more. Why do we keep expanding the son of a bitch? It's like, oh, there's traffic. Yeah, there's going to be traffic. There's always going to be fucking traffic. Partly because people drive like fucking idiots. Me and my brother the other day when he took me to my therapist in Kingwood. When he took me to my therapist up there were all kinds of people driving like maniacs. The problem is we have people that drive crazy in this state. Oh, man. I just went off on a tangent about things. This video wasn't even about. So I don't know if the medication's doing me any good yet. I don't think so. I can't tell. I won't be able to tell for a while. Ooh, I won't be able to tell for a while. I don't think it's doing much good right now. I'm still a little crazy. The election sent me over the edge. Something needed to be done. So, got put on Prozac. My joints are popping. Ooh, crack, 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 pop, pop, pop. Oof. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with things. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I feel like this channel is a flop. It started off strong, but because I didn't have decent internet, I wasn't doing much. Now I don't feel inspired, motivated. I don't feel, she even asked me if I had these feelings like this. Just, I couldn't go to sleep because I would feel motivation is the way that was the word I would use. She didn't use the word motivation. Like goal oriented. Like I don't feel goal oriented. I don't feel like I need to, I want to work towards anything anymore. So now that I have great internet, I have a horrible attitude. I have a horrible mental state. So it's like, okay, great. I have this internet now, but fuck it all. I've been at it for so long. There are people that have been at it for less time than me that are already a big success. Do you know partly why? They're young. That's why I want to shift courses to politics. Politics are a big thing. And I love talking politics, so that's why I want to shift course and, talk more politics. But I might have to do that on a separate channel because this channel, people who are here are not here for politics. They're not here to see me have a breakdown. They're not here for any of that. They're not here for it. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. moving forward what I'm doing. I've wanted to quit so many times. I wish I had the energy and the mentality and everything to push forward without being discouraged. I get discouraged easily. You know, I look at the numbers, I look at the amount of people that show up to streams and whatever else, and I'm like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm trying to find something that really hooks people. And no, talking about a cartoon channel over and over again is not it. I can't find, there's not enough for me to talk about. I've had few people wanting me to just talk more about that cartoon channel. I'm like, fuck no, I don't want to talk about that damn channel. The channel's over with. I mean, yeah, it's not, I mean, it's not over with. The channel still exists. But the discussion about that is over with. The discussion is over with. There's nothing else to be said that I have to say about that. I was excited for it, and it is a massive failure to me. It's not doing me any good. I can't get the channel most of the time. Doesn't come in. The signal's not very strong. What am I going to do? But yeah, I don't know I don't know how much of a change you're going to see with me, but I was like, yeah, I had to do something. I had to take something. I had to get on Prozac. We're going to see. It takes a few weeks to notice a difference. In a few weeks, if I'm not getting the desired results, I will then have to teeter off of it. You can't just quit it. Prozac, you can't just stop at cold turkey. You have to slowly move away from it. That's all I got to say.